live.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to my craft room. This is Lizzie. This is
Abby.
Yay.
I've
Got
got to
that
remember
bit
my
right.
own
That's
name.
a good start. That's a good start. So the idea today is that we're going to actually make a roll organiser,
Yes.
aren't we? Now I've got the official version.
Yes.
And so, we've got noise.
Lily, turn that down,
Lily,
darling.
turn it down. Turn it down. We always
Good
have a
girl.
technical issue because I know it always comes up on my phone.
We're
as
not
well.
professional Facebook livers.
No, well, not yet. We'll be super slick this time next year.
You're doing the official.
And you're doing?
I'm doing my own creation. Using the same pattern,
Yes.
but my own fabrics.
And you've dyed your fabrics, haven't
I've
you?
dyed my fabrics.
And how have you done that?
Oh,
No, don't go. Batik. She's done a batik technique.
I'll talk to you about it in a bit.
So shall we show them the packaging so we know exactly what we're doing here? So this is the box that you would get with the Fabrikit. And
Hi
this,
Heather, hi Jane, hi Janet.
this is the roll organiser that we're going to be making. And actually, I love this.
Yeah, me too.
because scissors in one, makeup brushes in another. Hey, we've got tons, haven't we?
That's what I'm doing, makeup brushes.
Yes. And then, but also you could have, like, if you crochet or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's what we're
And
making.
you could make it larger for your knitting needles, you know.
You could actually, you could extend it, yeah, and no end of things. So the other one in the trio is the pouch bag, the zip pouch, which is over there.
This one.
This one there. So that's the other one in the trio. So, and then the next one is the laptop. So that's actually, I've found that my mini goes across the bottom here.
Yeah.
And the big one will go landscape, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Very good.
the other one. So we've got some
Thank
sneaky peeks as well, but the first thing I need to say is, welcome, good morning, thank you for joining us. And we've got a fantastic giveaway this hour.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody?
No, you can.
Well, you told me I talk too much.
No, I told you you didn't let anyone ask you any questions.
Oh.
So I'm just going to interrupt. So please don't find it rude if I interrupt my mother during this Facebook Live.
Yes.
Or I'll just...
Kick me under the table or something.
Okay. Oh, Louise uses hers for her crochet needles.
Oh, fantastic. Well done, Louise. Right, so 2 giveaways. So the first thing you need to do is obviously like the video and to comment in some way. So I've got your name, or we have got your name. And the other thing is that to share the video while it's live. Now, I know that you're going to have to disappear off here for a second or two. Nothing will happen in the next few minutes or so.
Yeah.
Well, it might not.
It might.
I don't think so.
Are we expecting anything?
Landscape? No, I was going to say landslide. That's not a good thing to
No.
do. No, we don't want to.
Shh, now. Okay. Anyway.
So the first giveaway is a little giveaway. Okay, it's one of my little bags that I've made, and I made this, oh gosh, it must be 9 months ago, and it's one of my origami bags. So that's up for grabs. That's been on the back of my chair for...
Yes, unused, we'll just
yes,
say.
unused.
9 months old, but unused.
I've never used it, but it's got little pockets in the front and back as well, and also it's reversible. So that's up for grabs. And you would like, comment and share.
This fell in my pocket.
No, it isn't, Abigail. So this is the other giveaway if we'd like to show everybody. So it's the cottage garden and it's the design roll. So I know they're like gold dust because I'm not sure that we do them anymore. So but these are like gold dust. You know we've got perhaps, maybe, possibly some new ones coming, but we know this is a favourite, and that's what you did your Bargello quilt
Yeah, with one of these.
Which
so
is-
you could make the same Bargello as I did with this one.
Yeah, so that's up for grabs as well, and it's anybody that
Can
actually
I
is
share
on...
the video?
No, because you're on it.
But I could enter.
No, you can't. So, you can't have it.
I do have one of those in my drawer, but I haven't opened it. It's because I like to look at them so much.
Yes.
So it's in my drawer, and I open the drawer and I look at it,
Yes.
and then I close it.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of other things to go through as we go through the 45 minutes. I've got things to show you that's coming up tonight. You know I'm launching a one-day special tonight. So I'm going to show you a few bits and bobs with that as we're going along.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we make a start?
Yes.
Okay.
You start, I'll exit scene,
Okay.
and you continue.
Okay, I'm going to pop this back of the set. We have to make a set today. So I'll pop that there and balance that on there. There we go. Oh, did I tease you with that? I might have teased everybody with that, Abigail.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Did you tease anyone with that?
I didn't actually mean to do that.
No, you didn't mean to.
At all.
To do this.
Not at all. Yeah. But, sorry about that, guys. You know, I can't help myself. So look, in the roll organiser, all your pieces are actually printed out onto fabric, and it's beautiful quality. It's kind of silky, it's really lovely. And I've got to remember to stop every couple of minutes, so Lily can tell me a question.
Any questions, Lily? No. No.
Oh, brilliant. So all your fabric is printed out already, so you'll have a piece printed like that, a piece printed like that, and like that. Now I've seen these made the other way around. In other words, this is possibly your outer and this is possibly your lining, but actually I've seen it the other way around, and there's no rules to say which way you should have it. And I've put the wadding on the what's going to be the outside of the roll organiser. But again, you could put it on the inside if you want to. Again, it's up to you. Make one, see if you like it, and then see if you want to make more, and then you know if you want to change it. The other thing that comes with it is matching thread. I've got white on my machine, but you get matching thread, and there's plenty. Plus you get ribbon. Now, I have mislaid my ribbon. My craft room is incredibly tidy. Not. But
Did you mislay your ribbon in all of this ribbon over here?
Possibly, Abigail, possibly. Because there's sparkly ribbon and all sorts there.
If anyone is OCD, look away now. Okay?
Yes.
Look away.
It's possible that it might be in that box there. But anyway, I found some that matches, so how lucky is that?
I'm going to look at my question. Any questions?
So the first thing I'm going to do is to take the pocket that's going inside, and I'm just going to fold it over twice and actually machine from one side to the other side to make it nice and neat. So I'm going to go to the machine and do that.
I'm just
You can have a little scroll.
reading the comments. Cindy loves spending my Sundays watching you all.
Thank you, Cindy. Well, we do our best. We're here to entertain, and
We do try. That's not a very nice posture, is it? Let's just straighten that. I've just seen myself.
well, it's the thing, isn't it?
Because it's very relaxing, you see. We wouldn't do this at Hochanda.
No.
But we're here, we're like...
Have a little lean. I did that last week, do you remember?
Yes.
I leaned on everything. Why don't you show everybody one or two of the samples from tonight's one day special?
Oh, shall I?
Yes.
Shall I do that? Okay. I'm just going to take a random selection. Oh.
They're lovely. It's all to do with, it's a CD with tons, well, over 250 designs. We've got the wash away webbing that we print onto.
Yep.
And then you can embroider, and there's lots of different ways. You can use the punch tool that comes with it.
Yep.
Or you can hand embroider or machine embroider.
Yeah. So we've got this one. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Should I bring it in so you can see a bit closer? Look at that. Stunning. And then we've got this lovely bee. Oh, hold on. One moment, please. A bee. And then we've got these beautiful flowers. So this has definitely been done with the needle punch. You'll see all these lovely loops. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous?
It's so textural, isn't it?
And then look at this lovely wreath. That's so cute, isn't it? So I just want to show you one more because it's absolutely outstanding. Well, this is...
Is it our favourite?
Yes.
Piece? Oh, we're not allowed to have favourites.
Well, this is my favourite.
Is it the piece? Oh my gosh!
Okay,
Now,
so I'm coming over.
Who made it? Who made it?
Sam. Hold
Sam.
on. Yeah, Sam made it. Okay, so this isn't from the CD, these bees, but this is all done with the punch tool. Okay,
Which is fantastic.
look
isn't it?
at that. Isn't it absolutely incredible? That is so much work's gone into that. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. You just want to touch it, actually. Beautiful. So that's what you've got this afternoon, haven't you?
Yeah,
This evening.
well, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So look, all I've done now is I've made my pockets. All I did was my top stitch
Shall I
there,
top
just
stitch
to
mine
hold it.
while you're
Yes, yes, do that. And all I've done now is done right sides to right. Well, no, wrong side to right. I've just laid it
What
on
have you
top
done,
of the
Mum?
lining. I've laid it on top of the lining, so it's kind of like the back side of the pockets go onto the right side of the lining. Does that make sense? So now all I'm going to do is actually draw on here with my heat erasable pen where I want my pockets to go. And actually I'm going to be quite precise this time, Abigail.
Are you?
Which is unusual for me. So
Steady
I'm
on.
kind of going in 1/4 inch and I'll mark 2
Is
inch.
this little line on?
It will be if you want it to be.
Well, I don't, because you've top stitched that by not ironing your top down, but I like to iron my top down.
Okay, well, you know, this is how we learn, and this is how we find out what we like, isn't it? Lily, is there any questions?
No.
Oh, right.
Is anyone saying anything?
Have you actually looked, Lily?
Liz, morning, finally got my phone to work. Woohoo! Well done, Liz. Lisa, hi Lisa, Janie, Shirley, Molly, looking forward already to tonight's shows on Chanda.
Oh, lovely.
Jane, hi Jane.
So there's 1 or 2 people watching. Does
We've got 48 people watching.
I was just about to say, does our cameraman know?
We can't mention the cameraman.
Oh, I can say cameraman.
Oh, camera person. Let's
Camera
not even give
person.
any
Clues.
away at all.
Right, so all I'm doing is drawing on my fabric. And if the cameraman person, what lady, whoever it is, if the cameraman could come in and have a
just
look.
cost us £20.
Oh dear. We were told, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were told.
Given our instructions.
So,
But look what I've just done. So all I've done is I folded over once, and then I folded over twice.
that's actually really nice and neat,
And so,
isn't it?
yes, because otherwise I have the tendency, as we know, I'm a rogue stitcher.
You are.
I'll just go.
I've tried over the years, folks.
It'll end up being a triangle instead of a rectangle.
Yeah.
So that's why I've ironed.
You're now a little more disciplined.
Sometimes, other times, no.
Mm.
Other times I go, oh, what have I just done? I go, then should I do it properly?
It.
Should I do it the way you're supposed to?
Go and stitch it. Stop twittering.
Sorry.
So on mine, now I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but on mine I've drawn every 2 inches. So I've allowed 1/4 inch seam allowance at the top and at the bottom, if you like. And I've drawn 2 inches all the way along. Now that's made it very, very accurate pockets. I'm not going to be able to hold this up properly. It's entirely up to you. You can have little ones, big ones. It's entirely up to you. So that just needs stitching, which I can do in just a little while. Look at that. Oh, well done. Gosh, that's beautiful stitching.
Yes,
Abigail.
thank you. I can do a straight line.
Especially when you've ironed it first. Right, so I'm going to go and stitch the pockets.
Shall I talk about my fabric while you're doing that?
Yes.
Because I think this is fun. I'll come over this side.
The camera person can follow you, not me.
So this is the fabric that I've dyed myself. Okay. So what I've done is I've got some plain white cotton from my local craft shop, and I bought some fabric dye. Just the packet ones, not the machine one. Just the packet one for hand dyeing. So I've dyed, for instance, the pink. So let me get a big piece of the pink. I've dyed the pink, and then what I've done is I've heated up some wax till it's completely melted. And I've got a paintbrush and I've just swirled on the wax directly onto the pink fabric. Then what I've done is I've made sure it's saturated through, so when you hold it up to the light you should be able to see your design on both sides. Then what you do is you dye it again, but with a darker colour, and it will grab everywhere that you haven't put the wax. So this is obviously darker in places and then lighter where the wax was. And then once that's dry, after you've dyed it and dried it, you can then wash it on a warmer temperature to melt the wax away, and you end up with this, or you end up with this. So this is, I've done circles, I've done splodges with a different paintbrush, I've done paint spatters across there, but that's all wax.
Did you do a with a paintbrush?
Yeah, with a paintbrush.
Oh, right.
Yeah, paintbrush. So I did this was a larger paintbrush, and then this was a really big paintbrush, and I just stippled it on like this.
That's a good idea.
And then I chucked wax on it like this. So now that's my fabric, completely dyed. Just fun, really. So there you go, that's what I did.
Ah,
It looked completely crazy on the line.
But it's a great effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, you know, when you buy a batik fabric like that, and that's exactly the same technique,
Yeah.
they're actually quite a lot. You know, they're obviously always a decent price,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Well, it's fun as well, isn't it? I did this one, I did a metre of each. So the blue, the pink, and then I did a metre of a green one that's at home.
Lovely.
It took me, because each dyeing process takes 45 minutes. So for each one it was an hour and a half of dyeing because I used 2 colours. So it took me, you know, it was all day while the kids were at school. But it was fun. I enjoyed it immensely.
It's like work. No, it's not.
No, it wasn't. It was fun.
Well,
Not that work's not fun,
no,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Quick backtrack.
Quick. Shh.
Oh dear.
What are you doing?
So all I've done is stitched up my pockets, and I'll just snip these pieces so we can then have a look. So all this is going to go to the inside, so I'm just neatening this up as I go. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could actually stitch these pockets again once you put the whole thing together,
Yeah.
and that brings all the layers together, and then it quilts it too.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's lots of different options.
Yeah.
So all I've done, I'll take my clips out there now.
Can I have them now?
What, the clips?
Yeah.
You may. There we go.
I did steal one and then I put it back slightly because I thought maybe you need those.
So because I've used the heat erasable, let me just get rid of that so we can see.
Oh, did you draw your lines on?
I
did
drew.
You? Oh, okay.
Every 2 inches.
I was going to just go freehand,
Freestyle,
but perhaps I
okay.
shouldn't. No, I won't.
It's up to
No.
you, isn't it? Up to you.
I shouldn't go rogue. Oh, Lily. Yes, Lily.
Lily's got a question.
What kind of wax did you use?
I used paraffin wax. You could just melt a plain candle as long as it's got no fragrance in, because the fragrance oil will mark your fabric.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, but you can use, if it's 100% paraffin wax candle, you can use it. Because paraffin wax has got a low melting point. So if you were to wash your fabric with warm water, it's likely that will get rid of the wax, which is what we want. We want a cold dyeing process, and then we want just the slightest bit of warm that's going to melt that wax away. So paraffin is a really good one to use. Gosh, I knew all sorts about that.
You did. That's because you've done it, and it's only when you do it you learn. We were talking about that earlier today, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's when you actually do something. It's all very, because we can pontificate
Yes.
and procrastinate
Yes.
for hours, but actually when you get down to it, that's when you learn, isn't
Yeah.
it? Gosh, that's a lot of pockets.
Yeah, because it's for my makeup brushes.
Okay, cool.
So I'm doing loads of pockets.
That's fantastic.
Because I've got many makeup brushes.
So with mine, I've obviously stitched my pockets now. Actually, I've got quite a large needle on my machine. I forgot to change it to a finer needle. But I've given it a good press. And so I've got pockets now every 2 inches, which actually is perfect to put your scissors in, for instance.
Oh, I didn't draw a line. I just did a... Oh, silly me.
So obviously that bottom hasn't been stitched yet. But you can see it's perfect for your scissors, so you can get lots in there. So the other thing I was going to tease them with something, Abigail. Do you think
What
I'm
was that
allowed?
noise?
It's just a motorbike.
Oh. Well, it depends. What is it?
Well,
Should we talk
I
in
have
some
to
sort
go
of code?
over the other end of my workroom, and it goes round and round and round. And it's going to be in So Inspired 12, which comes out the week after next.
Okay, I'm not at all getting what you're saying, so let's just go for
Okay,
it.
let's go. You can see I've had permission from the hierarchy.
There's code and there's... I've got no idea.
So
It's like when David tries and teases me with what I've got for my birthday, he will give a code that no one could crack. It makes no sense.
So,
Oh, got it. Right, it goes round and round. I'll get it.
you see? So, you know, if I had a little plate of olives here,
Yeah, if you added some olives.
if I had some olives, I
Yeah.
can just whiz that around. No, it's not a Party Susan.
Lazy Susan.
That one as well.
A party Susan.
I just need to wait for my ruler.
Oh,
to
sorry.
come back.
2
That's all right.
seconds.
So if you're going to be around when we launch the
There you go.
one day special week on Thursday, I think it is, for the So Inspired 12, then this is going to be part of the deal, okay? Now, you can see what it is. It's a rotating cutting mat. I'm not going to say anything else about it other than the fact how jolly useful this is. So, for instance, if I line up my lines here, line up my lines,
Yeah.
line up my fabric to the lines, And all I need to do is, instead of moving the fabric,
I'll tell you what, it's so satisfying to watch.
it's great. I can just move that around. I'm not actually measuring this precisely, but I'm following the lines on the mat. Oops. And then I'm just cutting my piece. And again, because I'm not moving the fabric, actually that's worked out rather well. I'm glad I did it. 4 inches square or something. There we go. So look, that's the idea, that now from a scrap of fabric, we've got the most perfect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, piece of charm for a charm back.
Gosh, that was lucky, wasn't it?
That was fortunate. So you can see how useful that's going to be. So that's a nice little piece of that.
Well,
As I was
fabulous.
given permission, I feel okay about it.
Any questions, Lily?
Oh, Lily's got a question.
What's the threaders ODS tonight?
Okay, shall I run through it?
Yeah.
So, let's see if I can, I'm not going to find all my bits and bobs. So, these are my boxes ready to go for tonight. I've got a big box down here as well, and I've got another box here. We never travel light.
Never.
So the one day special tonight, launching at 6, is going to be a CD. This is where I've packed it. Here it is.
This is where you come unstuck.
Yes, and I won't be able to find the wash away webbing either, because life's not that perfect, is it? But look, it's the CD, and this has got to be the easiest CD ever. Now this has got over 250 embroidery designs on it, and it covers 6 different genres. And all you do is drag and drop onto a Word document. Now if you don't have Word, you're going to have Paint. Abigail's going to show you on Monday how to do that, but either which way, I have to say it's the absolute easiest thing. So drag and drop, and then you're going to print it out. Now I'm going to go through tonight how you're going to print it out, okay? There's no difficulty with it, but I need to talk it through. And then you print it out onto our wash away webbing, which of course I can't find. It's in this box here somewhere. And you put it on a wash away webbing. Here we go. If I show you, this is the webbing, and it's like got an adhesive back to it. It's got little dots on it, and that adheres it to your fabric. And then the linen look fabric is absolutely the perfect thing for it. And then you can use our new needle punch tool, which a lot of you may have seen. These have been around for, oh gosh, 30, 40 years, perhaps longer. I mean, mine is probably 30, 40 years old. But this is our brand new one that's been rejigged especially for us, obviously tell by the colour. And it's got 3 different size needles. You can interchange them, different yarns, different embroidery threads, perlé cotton, all sorts of things you can use with it. And I say experiment. And it creates this gorgeous, and you get needle threaders. The only thing I would suggest you get is the cheapy ones, the really cheapy little ones that you get in like travel, I'm getting all that wrapped up, in little travel, what's the word?
I don't know.
Travel bags and giveaways. You tend to get a needle thread, which is this little tiny one here. But look at the effect. Now if our camera person would get right in close there, I'll come to you. You can see I haven't finished this by any means, but you can see that I've done the stitching around the outline with a dark brown to give you definition, and then I've done the needle punch tool to start filling in our little duckling. And you can see that this is done, you can't see the webbing there, but if I was to turn this around, now you can see the webbing, can't you? So you can see that that's stuck onto my fabric. Like that, so you can see that it's stuck on, and so which makes it super easy. So you kind of work from the back and you can work from the front, but I'll go through all of that tonight.
Oh, can I just get my...
Yeah. So let's just pop all those back in. So I'm really excited about it as usual, because it's another way of embroidering, and of course you can hand embroider, you can machine embroider, you can use the tool. So whatever the project is, and again we'll talk about that more tomorrow, because it's depending on what the project is as to what how you would use it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right, so go back to the roll organiser then. Don't forget the CD. So far all we've done is the hemming at the top. We've made our pockets. I think Abigail's nearly done hers. And now this is where you put the ribbon in. And all you're going to do is fold it in half. This is quite a long piece. So you're going to fold it in half, and just temporarily you can attach it to the right side, the folded part there, into about halfway. I mean, you can measure it if you want, but I'm kind of eyeballing that, and that's about halfway. And tuck all the loose bits in. You can put those in your pockets, because you don't want to machine those.
Where are you going, Lily?
Nowhere.
You look like you're off somewhere.
She was escaping.
Think you're going somewhere, do you?
So just make sure you don't machine at those ends. I've tucked them into the pocket. And then you're going to put your right side down over your right side of your... So this is the front. Now, I think this is kind of directional. I think if we do it so it goes that way, with the flowers going like that, I think we'll be right. So all you're going to do is right sides together. I'm rather liking that my machine isn't as noisy as yours, Abby.
The camera is further away. That's all it is.
If anybody watched last week's Facebook, they'll know what I'm talking about. It was like sitting next to a traction engine.
Look,
But
you
it's a
may
super industrial
judge,
machine.
yeah, but
So, this is where my pockets are, just here, look. My pockets there, so that's the bottom. So I'm going to start to machine about here, and I'm going to go 1/4 inch thereabouts all the way around to about here. So that's where I'm going to stop. I'll put something there so you can see. About that wide. And then I'm going to machine all the way around and turn it right side round, top stitch that bit, and hey presto, that is made, Abigail.
yes.
How fantastic is that?
It is. It's very straightforward, and once you've got your measurements, you can make so many of them.
Absolutely. So, do you want me to
Do you know
get
what
to the
would be
machine?
nice? Shall I tell you what would be nice?
Would you like to swap?
If you were to shrink it down and make it out of Christmas fabric and put your cutlery in it at Christmas on the table, wouldn't that be lovely?
That idea.
And then people could take it away with them.
Well, hold on. In that CD,
Yes. Oh,
you've got alphabets.
Yes.
So you could.
And you've got Christmas motifs.
Yes. Oh, and they are particularly beautiful. And you could do people's initials. If you don't want to go too far and do their whole name, it could be something like Sebastian, which would take me hours.
Yeah.
It'd have to be Seb or Sir.
So.
So you could do their initials and then hand embroider, machine embroider.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Put their cutlery inside, and then they could take it away for whatever they like.
Yes, I love that. So that's what we'll expect this year, Abby.
Oh. Well, you do half, and I'll get you to do my half.
Hold on, I think
Oh,
I missed out.
Louise! She's eating her beef roast dinner.
What? Is that allowed?
So I've turned this one right side round. Look at my ribbon. Glittery. Glittery. I'm going to give this a good press now.
That's the thing, you know what? When I did dressmaking, and I did a lot of dressmaking years ago, that was the absolute rule.
What, press?
Press.
Press.
Yeah, and yeah, it was never enough.
Never too much pressing.
Easy for you to say.
But I've got loads of pockets on mine because I'm going to put my makeup brushes in there. So I've done a pocket at every inch.
That's a lot. Actually, that's really sensible, because actually they'll fit in really snug, won't they?
Yeah, because
Yes.
you don't want them to fall out.
No.
Look at this. Oh, I love this.
That's really cute. So you just got to top stitch. Actually, now there's the thing. Now this is my top tip. I would say top stitch.
Oh yes, I will top stitch.
I mean, you could hand stitch that closure. Which side was it?
It's here.
Down there. You could hand stitch that.
Mind your fingers.
But then I think definitely top stitch all the way around.
Oh yes, fine.
And you could use a nice decorative stitch on your machine.
I might do like a swirly
Oh,
to go with the...
that is fancy.
But can we see how I'm going to roll this up now? Look at this.
Oh yes. That's lovely. I like the
I'll twist
glittery ribbon.
Look at that. Glittery. glittering.
That's lovely.
Fun!
So, Lily, is there any questions?
Can you use a needle punch tool and felt?
On felt? Do you know, I've not tried felt.
I've not tried
Who's
felt.
asked that question, Lily?
LJ.
LJ. LJ, I have not tried felt. Shame on me. I tell you what though, if I get 5 minutes, because as soon as we finish this Facebook Live, I'm packing up to go to the studios. So if I get 5 minutes, I will test it out. I'm trying to think why it wouldn't work.
I think it would on our felt because it's a tighter weave.
A man-made.
Yeah, and you're not going to, like the wool felt, I would question whether or not it would because it would be quite...
it might fall apart,
yeah.
actually.
But our felt, I think probably, to be fair, I think it probably would work.
Well, we'll have to try it, won't we now?
Yes.
So it was LJ. Thanks, LJ. Oh, now I've got to do some work. Was it Cheryl having a roast dinner?
No, Louise.
Louise. So, just a reminder as well, please can you like and comment, and please could you share this live video because we have a giveaway, and the first little giveaway is my gorgeous little origami bag, and the second giveaway is the gorgeous Cottage Garden Fabrics designer roll. So these are the giveaways, yeah, so that's really good, isn't it?
If it makes it.
If
If it makes it not out of this craft room.
yes, it will make it out of this craft room in a jiffy bag to somebody. So I stitched all the way around, and now I've just turned through. So I cut my corners off so it's nice and neat, and I'm just poking through. I'm just bringing all that through. See if I can do that a little bit on my hands. I'm sorry I'm using my scissors to do this, but I haven't got them open. So they're safe. And of course, if you had a pokey tool, which I have, but I've packed it ready for the shows, then you'd use your pokey tool. Or a really, a 12mm knitting needle I found is the right size. So
There we go.
are.
I'm done.
Oh, well done. Well done, Abby.
Just trim off my bits.
So look, there's mine done now. So look, I've turned it through. I need to do this closure, which I think I would just top stitch that and close that in at the same time. Bring my 1/4 inch in.
I tell you what's also good about top stitching is you're giving another secure place for your ribbon.
Yes.
So you've tucked it in the seam and you've sewn it in, but if you top stitch, you've got a double.
Yes. So if it gets tugged or pulled
There.
somehow. Oh, that's lovely, Abby. Really super. So you could let's just put a pair of scissors in a pocket. I know it's going to be for brushes. So that, I mean, even so, you could still put your scissors in there.
Yeah, you could.
Makeup brushes.
Yeah.
Lovely. I love the idea of making a smaller one and putting it on the Christmas table.
Yeah.
Or even a picnic. Having
Yeah.
them all
Oh,
wrapped
yeah,
up.
cute.
Because you know what? That wouldn't be so bad for a napkin.
No,
Because that's nice and soft,
that's
isn't
a very
it?
good idea.
So we're on a roll today, aren't we?
Cindy uses a chopstick.
Let's see what the time is.
Same during your show
Actually,
today.
it's about 30 minutes, so we've done really
We
well.
have.
So in 30 minutes, I know there's 2 of us, but we've made 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Because apart from a press and a top stitch, this is now done.
Yeah.
And obviously all you're going to do is pop your bits and bobs in there, whichever you decide you're going to do. Roll it up. I've got a very long ribbon, so that will go around at least twice.
I've got a really thick ribbon that's just gonna. I'm just literally looping it together,
Yeah.
and it stays.
Yeah, so let me just try that again. So around this way and around that way, and then secure it. Obviously it needs a jolly good press and a top stitch, but you get the idea of how that's going to look. And actually it keeps everything really nice and neat and tidy, doesn't it?
Have fun.
So, we've got a question from Lily. She doesn't speak, Lily, does she?
No, she signals.
Yeah, and then our camera person.
What's the
has to tell us.
question, Lil?
Where can I get the
Rotary.
rotary cutting mat?
So, So Inspired 12 is launching on the 24th of May at
Yes.
6 p.m. and the rotating cutting mat is all part of that. So I suggest you wait till then. I should also imagine that it will be available individually, and I have no idea, truthfully, hand on heart, when, where, and all the rest of it. I don't know pricing or anything like that.
No.
But it's all part of the So Inspired 12 launch, which is the 24th of May. So that's, I can't wait.
We're in that one, aren't we?
We are in, oh, what are we in? What, the magazine?
Yeah.
Are we? What? Oh, yes!
Yeah, we're in that one.
It's all to do with Father's Day. Right,
Oh.
so we're done.
We're
in
done.
actual fact.
We're done.
I just want to show a couple more examples of this gorgeous technique that
And
I
I'll
know
be
is...
Monday 1 and 5, me. 1 and 5.
Yeah,
If you haven't learnt everything already.
and Abigail will be showing different things. I mean, I love this. Look at this.
Oh,
That's incredible, isn't it?
Goodness me.
And we've got beautiful pieces made. Another
Oh,
Sam again.
lovely. That will be our thermal.
Foam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. And then little Nikki. Oh, I love how
Oh,
Nikki Lemon has
Nikki.
made that. That's lovely, Nikki.
Gorgeous.
It's like a little pillow, isn't it?
That's so cute.
And then we've got something else which is nameless. I always get nameless ones. And one.
But that's a
more
thistle, isn't it?
thing.
This one? A thistle.
A thistle, yeah.
Yeah.
And then use. Oh, this is so soft and cosy.
Oh.
And using the actual. The other side.
Yes, because
We're
you
not-
can do loops or just normal embroidery.
Yes, which looks like a back stitch.
Yeah.
And we've decided not to call it front or back. We've just
Yes.
say one side or the other.
Yeah.
The flat side or the loopy side.
Yeah.
Because you know what, there isn't a right or wrong.
No.
And then, and now look at this. These are all from the CD.
Gorgeous.
These designs here. And again, using the tool, but in a different way. Or is it the tool?
No, I don't think that's the tool.
Also, it's hand embroidery.
Yeah.
Even better. It shows.
But look how you couldn't tell the difference.
I know. Oh, hey, that's true.
So-
That's true. So look, there's loads of stuff
Cool.
here.
Do you want to take this one and put it that way?
Yeah, so it's all got to go
Love
to the
that.
studio tonight. And then just the last little look at this, which I shall take off its
What time are you on TV today, Lizzie?
6 p.m.
6 and 8. Are you going to be at the NEC at the end of June?
I don't do that.
No.
I'm not even sure we've got a stand.
But are we going to the Knitting and Stitching show ourselves as consumers this year?
Probably.
So if you go to the Knitting and Stitching show
At Ali Pali.
at Ali Pali, we'll be wandering the aisles.
Yes, we'll sort out something. But this is something that if you get one end, I've got to finish it in the next week or two. But that has been made using our new system, which of course I showed you at the beginning of the video. And you know what, anybody could create this because of the tools. So making it so easy.
Tools.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I
Okay.
love this.
So that's a wrap, Abby.
Cool, lovely.
I knew it would take only half an hour to make that roll organiser.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
So
It's good for our Facebook Lives, these quick little projects.
yes,
That goes to show you can do it quickly if you want, but you can take your time also.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, giveaway.
Yeah. So don't forget, the giveaway after this hour, no, 45 minutes, is the first little name. The first name
Yeah,
out
if you've got
of...
a long name, you're not allowed to enter.
Yeah, the first little or long name that comes out of the comments, that's for you, and the second one will be for you. So I'll, as this
Lily,
is on...
grab it and run. Grab it and run, Lily.
Right, come in here, Abby, Lily.
Lily, come
Come
here.
in here, because you've been chief question maker today.
No.
So
The
I
future of crafting, ladies and gentlemen, the future
She's
of
a very good
crafting.
stitcher. Very good stitcher. So I will see you at 6 o'clock tonight. You'll see Abigail.
At 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
Am I 1? Yeah, 1.
1:05.
1 and 5, I lose track. This is why I work with my mum, because my mum can tell me.
Yes.
No, Abigail.
Constant messages.
Yeah. Don't forget, Abigail.
Not that day. Anyway, so bye-bye for now. Our camera person is going to click the finish button any second now. And we'll see you tonight at 6.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.